Hey, welcome to Miss D6 Women's Sports.
Hey, welcome to Miss D6 Sports. Please like, share, subscribe on my way to 500. Well. We have a surprise going on, a head scratcher. And I don't understand this. They let go HVL. This preseason, she was playing pretty good. Last season, she was suffering from an injury. She's only averaging 3 points. She didn't get a lot of playing time last year. This year, she looked pretty healthy. She looked comfortable in her role as a two guard. Of course, they got the veterans. But, they cut Lattimore, they cut Tony Morgan, and now second year player, HVL. Wow. So it's very shocking. They decided to get Natasha Cloud, the veteran. She's been holding out. They got Natasha Cloud. It's kind of shocking that this happened. So thank you, HVlL, according to the Chicago Sky. And welcome to Chicago, Natasha Cloud, a veteran. Point guard. Now, this is a very interesting move. Like I said, HVlL was playing very well. We got JC Sheldon. You have Skylar Diggins. But none of those players necessarily are point guards. And of course, you also got Rachel Banham, who could play a little guard. They got her running point, which I don't understand. So in order to make room to get Natasha Cloud, they had to waive HVlL. Of course, I think they should waive other players, but I'm not going to say any names. Sky signed Natasha Cloud and waived HVlL. The Chicago Sky signed guard Natasha Cloud. She was one of the highest profile free agents out there. She was holding out. I think she was holding out for more money. I don't think she was blackballed. I think she's very outspoken, and maybe that she's asking for the new CBA. A lot of players getting the max, and she probably wanted the max, but she decided to finally choose a team because a lot of teams are very interested in her. So she signed a 1-year deal worth $555,000, and she's a 10-year veteran. Averaged 10 points, 5.1 steal assists, and 1.2 steals for the Liberty last year. She's a very good veteran. They needed a point guard, but she is kind of shoot first, but she could bring the ball up better and play better defense than Rachel Banham. They could probably move her closer to the bench. She could play alongside Skylar. I don't know. She's a very have a very dynamic personality, just like Skylar. They're very outspoken. I wonder how that's going to work between those two, but we'll see. I think they'll get along, I guess. As far as the point guard, yes, it's an upgrade. Haley is not a point guard. I still think they should have kept her on the team. So I think they said a separate move, but I think they had to make room. HVlL, they said the decision was based on the coaching staff style of play preference. And I don't get that. Like I said last year, yes, she did play very well, but she didn't get a lot of time. She was suffering from an ankle injury. I think she looked very well. Of course, she's more of a combo shooting guard than a point guard. They did need a point guard. Skylar is more of a shoot first point guard. Then you had Rachel Banham playing the point. So they said she dealt with an ankle injury throughout the year, but it's healthy after spending the summer rehabbing. So yeah, she looked a lot better. Jeff Pagliosha, the general manager, made a statement. She said she's fit with the other proven winners on our roster. So they get older. Most of their people that picked up besides Azare and Rikia are in their 30s. So, yeah. They get the 5'10" Cloud, a little bit bigger, play better on defense. Like I said, I think they should have made room for her. Where do that leave JC Sheldon? So, like I said, Haley Van Lith scored 20 points in her first preseason game. She was 8 for 8 from the field. She had 5 points against the Dream, but like I said, she looked faster. She looked more comfortable with taking the shots. So some of these moves that the Chicago Sky made, I don't understand. I think you still could have got Cloud. Maybe you should have kind of waived. I know you gave up a high pick to get JC Sheldon, but I don't know. I think she's playing better than Sheldon, but hey, what do I know? Yeah, so that's a very surprising move. Like I said, they make a lot of cuts, Chicago. And Tasha Cloud, I think she took the deal the second time around. I think Chicago wanted her. I think a few teams wanted her. She's waiting for the bigger contract. She didn't quite reach close to that max, which is like maybe 1 point something million, or at least 800,000. She got 555,000. She took the deal for 1 year. We'll see how this work out with the Sky. But in certain spots, you get older, and Haley is still 24 years old. I think she might have turned the corner as far as feeling comfortable, knowing her role, being faster. Like I said, she was coming off a ankle injury, would kind of affect her where she played. So I think she was starting to turn the corner. So where do Haley Van Lith go from here? And this is SI. So the Chicago Sky made some big moves on Monday. Regular season tip-off this weekend. For starters, the team announced that Haley Van Lith was waived on Monday after just one season in Chicago. And Jeff made some kind of weird reason why they waived her. Style to play preference. I think, like I said, Haley Van Lith fit very well. She seemed to be very comfortable. I don't understand that style of play. She's definitely better than a certain player I'm not gonna name, but you already know what I'm talking about if you know this channel. Wow. So they said they replaced Van Lith. No, they don't really play the same. And Natasha Cloud is even though she's a better point guard, and Haley Van Lith is not a point guard. And so, yeah, wow. I still think they should have kept her. So possible landing spots. According to ESPN Andrews, they said multiple teams are already interested in Van Lith. Although those teams are unknown at this time, here's a list of teams who should be interested. So, okay. One of the teams needed a young guard is Seattle Storm. The team just waived its 14th overall pick, Tiana Mira, and now need help behind projected starters, Tasha Heidemann and Jordan Hurston. No. They already got a lot of guards. You got Jordan Hurston and Tasha Heidemann. You got Zaya Cook. No. Now, it says in Wild Turner events, it would be interesting to see Van Lith follow her former teammate to join the Atlanta Dream. The Dream has star guards Alicia Gray and Ryan Howard starting, but Van Lith could be a useful backup. No. Once again, Atlanta and Seattle are guard heavy right now. No. Now, one team I think that they got right is the Portland Fire or the Toronto Temple expansion teams who need depth. So it would be awesome to see Van Lith land with either one of these expansion teams, the Portland Fire or the Toronto Temple. Especially the guard would be a better fit with the Fire. The new roster could use some help in the guard. Yes, definitely. They need some help in the guard department. Even though Liv has only one NBA year under her belt, she could provide some experience. It don't hurt. Like I said, Toronto need guard. A lot of the expansion draft they have was a little older guard. So yeah, she's 24 years old. Like I said, I think she's turning the corner. She'd be pretty good with those two teams. But Seattle and Atlanta, no, they got a lot of guards. So let's go back to Tasha Cloud. And they said projected start 5, Skylar Diggins, Dejanay Carrington, Rickea Jackson, Azare Stevens, and Camilla Cardero. So now Dejanay's come off an injury. Tasha Cloud is not injured. So I think projected starters will be Skylar, Natasha, Rickea, Azare, and Camilla. She's very feisty on defense, Natasha Cloud. It's a good pickup for them. Only, like I said, both Skylar and Natasha have very dominant personalities. They're not afraid to speak up. So how would they mesh with each other? But if they could seem to get along, that would be a decent star lineup. But Dejanay Carrington right now is coming off injury, so she's gonna be back for the start of the season. And so in that case, that's why they got Cloud. And so Cloud will be the starter. And also, even if she do come back, depending on how Cloud play, she might have to back up Cloud. Bill, right now is Wave. I think she'll probably be picked up. Like I said, I can see the expansion teams, Portland Fire and Toronto Temple picking her up. Or any team. I think she, proved that she probably deserved another look. Like I said, last year she was dealing with injury. I don't know what the Chicago Sky doing, but it's a good pick. 6 More Sports. Please subscribe. I'm out.